the squat thrust push-up rollover sequence as a tool for developing spinal stability, core strength, and developing strength and an improved range of motion in your shoulder. And it's a great exercise for that. But the push-up by itself can be used to develop even greater strength in a wider variety of ranges of motion of the shoulder, wrist, and hands. We're going to look at some of those today. The first we're going to look at is a variation on hand position. So we're going to start with the typical push-up position here, and then we're going to move to these diagonal positions. So here's in the middle, here's an X to the middle, and here's another X. That looks like this. Squat thrust, push up. Notice I dropped this hand down, this one went up, back to the middle, and then this one up and down, back to the middle. So now I'm working these ranges of motion, and the shoulder should work there as well. In addition to these various angular components of mobility that we can employ in the push-up, we also have the ability to rotate our shoulders. So what we're going to do in this variation is we're going to start here, we'll turn our hands out, back to here, and turn our hands here. Obviously, you could do the same thing in these other various hand positions, or you could go this way. But the simple version we're going to do is forward and up, to the outside, back to forward and up, to the inside, and back to forward and up. Normal, outside, normal, inside, back to normal. Now you're working on a loaded mobility sequence with a variation in the rotational component of the shoulder. We looked at angular position of the shoulder joint. We looked at internal and external rotation of the shoulder joint. Now we're going to move down to the wrist and hands. This is the normal position that we do push-ups in, or most common. What we're going to do is add a variation where we also do them on our knuckles and do them on your fingers. That helps strengthen the hands, but be careful, if your hands aren't strong enough, you may want to reduce the amount of pressure until you develop strong enough fingers to do it. This looks like this. Regular push-up on the knuckles, on the fingertips, back to a regular push-up. You can combine all of these. So you can go to various positions, various hand positions, knuckles or fingertips, or even the back of the hand. Again, you might want to test this and make sure that you're ready to do it. Back of the hand. Put significant pressure here, and you may have some discomfort. Work through a variety of different positions in the shoulders, wrists, and hands as you do your push-ups, and it will improve your overall mobility and your athleticism.